All right, I'm here with Prplestiky, and we're going over our massive screw ups, letdowns. We have no idea what it is yet. We'll figure out a name for it when it comes down to it. But we have a few of our mess ups for the past few matches in Crucible, and some of them are a little interesting. Would you say? Yeah, just
I would
interesting.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
some fails, some L's we took. L's our opponents took. Really, anything
Mm-hmm.
I think funny that happened to us where we're looking at it
Yeah.
like, what?
And then
Why?
there's
Why
a
did this happen?
yeah. And then there's a nice, good surprise misclick that somebody pressed just by, I guess, happenstance.
Little bonus for the viewers.
Yeah. All
Laugh
right.
at our misfortune.
Perfect misfortune. So let's get over to it. Let's go ahead and take a gander at it and see. First, we're gonna start. We're gonna start with stickies and go from there. Boom. So they had A Force and Dorm, and then
Yeah.
was it?
So a little bit of backstory here. So this is the last. So fighting the Kraken, I pretty much exclusively fight. It's almost all big punch ups for me at this point. I'm on my last room. I have. I don't want to call them the dregs of my roster because we still got Kestrel, Doom in here. But like as far as like meta team compositions, I wasn't working with a whole lot. A Force on its own, not scary. A Force Dorm add some issues in. So it's more. It doesn't appear like a fail at first because we got it done in one shot, and you know what? I'll take that. But it's more of the lead up to it. So anyone that's familiar with my Cosmic Crucible matches knows I take an exorbitant amount of time to plan things out. Chat just ragging on me the entire time, trying to make good suggestions, and I am way too stubborn to listen to them. So chat's telling me what to do. They're setting me up with teams. We're doing practice matches. They're just like, use this team. It's gonna work great. Gonna work great. I'm way too stubborn to listen to recommendations half the time. So I have this whole plan in my head about how we're gonna bring in Kestrel. We're gonna feed energy to Doom. We're bringing in Omega Red. We're gonna rip this team apart. I spawn in, and immediately Star Lord and Zemo are dead, and it's a 3v5. So it was just like this perfect storm of planning and getting ragged on by chat to spawn in and
Oh my
immediately
god.
become a 3v5. Ultimately, got it done. We got lucky. Doom got triggered. We got ability energy to Doom. Omega Red went on the ride with him, and we were able to eke out the victory. But it was just icing on the cake for chat, watching me load in and immediately lose most of my team, and just them just being like, "Dude, you're an idiot. Why don't you listen to our recommendations?"
Oh my. Dude, that. Well, I mean, Spider Woman's there, Nico's there. They're going. Well,
Yeah,
so Zemo
they're
did
going
go.
fast.
Yeah,
They're
they're.
flipping. I tried to bring in. I wanted to bring in. I was planning all this stuff out in PvP ahead of time. I was like, I'm gonna bring in Nick Fury. We're gonna give speed up to guys. We're gonna go first. And then you test it out in PvP, and Nico flips all the speed up from Nick Fury immediately after his turn. So now your speed up is now speed down. I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work. So I'm trying to like match this up because like this could be the make or break. If I didn't do this right, this could be the reason I lose the Crucible or win. And yeah, it was just such an anticlimactic opener to the attack. And I was just like, dude, I just spent an hour planning this attack out to come in and like most of my team gets yeeted immediately. I was like, oh man, we're done here. But luckily managed to pull it out in the end. But yeah, I guess moral of the story: listen to people that are smarter than you, and don't waste half your day planning out an attack.
I mean, you do take a lot of time for your. You do take a good amount of time for your attack. However, the results speak for itself. Because hey, you do end up winning. Now, occasionally, good hit every now and then, but I'm pretty sure that losing both of them, just getting yeeted right off the map was like, oh no, this isn't gonna go
Dude,
well.
yeah, the fact we pulled out the dub on this, I was like, all right, I will take it. I was like, but this did not feel good. Yeah, loaded in. Both of those guys got yeeted. I'm looking over at chat, and it was just laughing at me. I was like, oh my god, is this really happening? Luckily, yeah, I got lucky with the Doom trigger, and we took it from there.
Ooh.
That's the power of Doom, though, right? He's your insurance policy.
Yeah, man, if they could just give us access to more DPCs, we can get another star to red star. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You give it to us.
Yeah.
All right, this one for defense-wise.
You're sorry to interrupt real quick. Your camera is frozen on my end. I don't know if you
why did it do that? Let me move that.
It's actually pretty great. It's pretty funny. I think we should leave it up.
I'm leaving that son of a bitch in there.
I mean, just leave it up. Just leave it up.
Oh, leave it up. Leave it up. There we go. Hold on. Let's leave it up for a minute. I am dying laughing from this.
You're just having the best time. There you go. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll have to edit that little bit out. That's funny though.
Screw that. I'll leave that sucker in.
Leave it in. We're doing it live. F it. We'll do it live.
Leave it in. Dad Bros versus what? Why? I don't get the understanding behind this.
I don't know, and I don't care. Now, I would like to point out to the viewers, this is a defensive victory for me. This was the opponent's attack. I figured we'd mix in, again, just funny stuff that we saw during Cosmic Crucible. His first attack, I think he thought Age of X was still in play. I think that's what occurred here. He's like, you know what? I'm just bringing in X Factor with Cable. Not a problem. Punch across, no issue. I imagine it was just devastation, dude. I imagine this was just... I imagine he loaded in, took a few turns. He's like, well, I have royally effed this up. My man got yeeted.
I don't get... But then you look at, okay, he has his BA, and it would have been a punch down. Why didn't you just come in with that and just...
A massive punch down.
Yeah, that would have been a massive punch down. That Deathlock would have did... Your Deathlock would have did nothing to his... And then boom, it would have just kept on going. You would have been fine. Depending on even if your side took it was for the coin flip and you got it, he'd still come out because his Viv is just massive.
Yeah, I mean, if your option is I am either going to bring in Dad Bros without Age of X on a punch across, or a massive punch down with my gigantic Bionic Avengers team, is the mirror match ideal? No, you just overpower them. The answer is never non-Age of X Factor. Like, that is not the answer. Luckily, that's what he went for, and I will enjoy that 2-tap on my room too.
Hey, get you the win. That's 400. That's 400 points. That's not like losing a character. It's 400 points. Gotta make some better decisions, people. Gotta make some better ones.
Dad Bros aren't a thing anymore. Quit trying it.
Not since Age of X. All right, okay, so. This was your attack, and you did this. Was this 3 times or twice? This is just twice.
That is my 3rd attempt that we finally got it done. I attempted Pure Darkhold twice. Now, I will say that was a 220k punch up with Pure Darkhold into this Wakanda team with BP 1 million. This guy was, in my defense, this guy was level 93.
I don't know what the hell you feed him, but he is too damn big!
I'm assuming his entire Wakanda team is level 93. Let me tell you guys right now, if you're working with a, well, you know me, free-to-play adjacent Darkhold team, you didn't buy any of the characters. As these Wakanda teams get bigger, and these guys are already at 93, 94, 95, and you're trying to make that work, there is so much that can go wrong. Now, I didn't have a better option. All I had was Darkhold. That's what we were working with, and it was an uphill battle. 220k punch up, all level 93 Wakanda, I'm sure. We got blasted the first 2 attempts. And so on the 3rd attempt, nothing left to lose. Juicy's in chat. He's like, dude, throw in Doom, see what happens. Spent the entire match with Doom at 55% health. I am just screaming, hit the Doom. Hit the Doom, don't kill him. Finally, like a couple of turns in, we lucked out. He got the trigger, didn't quite die, and we were able to pull it off. Oh. But yeah, I expect even more Darkhold fails into Wakanda in the days and weeks to come as these guys just keep leveling up higher and higher, and I'm still hanging out at level 90. I pulled it out, but man, that was a greasy win.
More in your defense, man. 7-7 all the way across his Wakandans. 7-7.
Yeah. It was a huge team.
Oh my god.
At one point, his BP, his OG Black Panther triggered and killed like 3 of my characters. And I'm just sitting there. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
I mean, if the last hit for it, Hail Mary, throw in Doom, took out Scarlet Witch, which comically makes no sense, but in Scopely terms, Scarlet Witch is the weakest one out of all of them, so take her out, throw in Doom. And this is literally just, looking at it, is just RNG, because they could trigger him, they might not trigger him, so...
It was an absolute Hail Mary, dude. I was like, this isn't good. There's no way. We're going to get blasted, dude. We barely pulled it out.
Alright, so Hail Mary attempts. If you ain't got nothing left, try Doom in place of Scarlet Witch. We can't guarantee
what could go wrong
with it, but... Then again... Yeah, I've been trying to figure out, alright, I know I'm going to come across against a huge BP. Or just a huge Wakandans all over. Someplace, it's going to be a punch-up at some point. What do I use? And I'm going, I don't want to bring in Dorm. Could I bring in Doom? Could I bring in somebody that could maybe do, like, I don't know who, and then who would last against that initial onslaught from the Wakandans?
Yeah, I think there's a common theme here. It's when I don't know what to do, I put in Doom, and I just pray to RNGesus. I'm just like, please, Doom, carry this team.
Please help us. Alright, so... Going up against yourself.
Emotional damage!
Yeah. I hate to beat up on me, but yeah. This was...
I saw this.
This was a runaway failure. Just a runaway failure. I mean, this was simply a case of I did not really fully understand the Masters of Evil kits. I'm somebody that, like, I get to know a character by playing it. I learn by doing. I can look at your stats all day. I can have you up on MSF.gg, but, like, until I get my hands on the character, like, I never really have, like, a great grasp on, like, when they're going to do stuff where. This was also in my defense, like, my first time fighting against, build up MOE guys and the synergy together and all that. So I was like, whatever, we'll bring in Undying and we'll bring in Tangled Web and Surfer. We're just going to throw ability blocks. None of that worked. It was just an absolute disaster. With the debuff clear, the immunity the Masters of Evil throw up on themselves, all of my bleeds got shut down. No one on the other team was attacking each other. Ultron, dude, there was like 7 Ultron bots on the field. Everyone is just buffed to the gills. It was unbelievable. He's firing off unavoidable blasts. My Spider Weaver's doing nothing. We're just eating laser beams to the face. It was an absolute disaster. And I was like, yeah, this is not the way. So all I could do was drop in Eternals there in place of Undying. That worked so much better. So this was simply a case of me not fully giving the respect to the team it deserved on defense, not knowing the synergies as well as I should have going into this, and just being like, whatever. Undying and Tangled Web and Surfer, they got this. They did not have this.
I mean, looking at it wise, like speed wise, and them, even if they did go, flip the coin, they go first. You should come out and you should be able to do something, but nope, didn't.
Yeah. It did not work for me.
And
by the time this match ended, I could barely see their characters with the layers of green buffs spread across everybody. Like, that's all you could see was just little green dots of buffs, and I was like, well, I guess this is that's the end of that. That being said, second attack, you bring in Eternals, we can actually turn that around on them. So that's my play from now on till people get full MOE and pull them off defense.
I think Kang is gonna push people out there. So now we're more than likely probably gonna see like Weaver and 2099 get pushed over to something else, and then you got 4 MOEs with whoever else somebody's gonna bring in for that 5th until we get the last one, till we get a Moonstone.
Yeah.
And
it'll be interesting to see what people do with the 4-piece for sure.
Yeah, I don't. But this is, I mean, all I know is that all I saw was Titania get like one turn, and then buffs just started going boom, 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 and then the bots came down, and they were like, doo, 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 and I'm like, where are all these? Like, all the buffs are just coming, and you're just like, yeah, this don't look good.
No, that was yeah, that ended very, very fast. I got an alt off on 2099 and then Spider Weaver. And I was like, I think we might have a chance. And then they took some turns. I was like, we have 0 chance. This is not happening.
All right. Well, that's your 4 for the moment. I got a few on mine where I was given some recommendations by the all-powerful Juicy. Everybody else is coming in. Yeah, you should go ahead and do it. You'll be able to go ahead and do this and knock this out. It'll be great. And it's Tangled Web with symbiotes. Symbiote Spider-Man and Ghost Spider, but this should be a walk in the park. Should be.
How'd that go for you?
Yeah, no. Having maxed out Weavers is a pain now. And I've saw it before, and I paid attention to it when it was a 7/4 Weaver. Death Seed is, at least at my current level with Death Seed, they were able to take them out. Once the other red stars started getting on these Weavers, and then the leveling started to go up even further, yeah, Weaver's not going nowhere. Weaver's just like, hi, bye. And she was just deleting everybody.
Yeah, I found that now that we're facing, everyone's got the max Weaver more or less, 6 red, 7 red, whatever. I've found personally, and just watching other people do the fights, trying it myself, there is a very tight window in which you can make Death Seed work before she starts getting into that immunity charge loop, and there's just not a whole lot you can do. And every point of power that Weaver gets, that window narrows and narrows and narrows. And it just becomes very difficult to overcome that. So unless they drop someone like Hella in there that you can just ping off the Greg deaths and everything like that, I have started backing away from trying to use Death Seed against Weaver comps myself.
I just leave Death Seed to the side, and for a match or two, I have saw Death Seed on defense, so I'm like, cool, I'm dropping in Death Seed there. I know I can counter them. We're done. Death Seed on Death Seed mirror, not that bad. But Infinity Watch, screw it. I'll take Infinity Watch. We'll get this done, and got it done. So I'm happy with that. I'm perfectly fine with it. However, going up against Gamma and the team that Juicy recommended, the previous Crucible, the Gamma was 1.4 million. I was like, all right, I'm a little scared for this. I don't think Eternals, Doom, Star-Lord, and them are gonna pull this out. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Juicy's like, let's jump into PvP. PvP me, PvP. I'm like, all right, cool. It's not Damien. Let's jump in this. So we do it. We go through it, and he's got a pretty decently sized Gamma himself. So, okay, cool. It worked out. Juicy didn't even take a turn. Boom. We did it for there. We went right in. Boom. Didn't even take a turn. Barely any health anywhere that got off. I'm like, cool, great. This is awesome. I go up over here, and I'm going, yep, this should be good. Hopefully Icarus will go ahead and knock out somebody. Oh, just lowered him enough to go ahead and get the trigger for everything to snap off. Red Hulk started going crazy, and I lost a few people, and then timed out. Because it took forever to get Red Hulk back down. Jesus, yep. Red Hulk is ridiculous.
He's a one-man army. He's a one-man army.
Oh my god. And
so you actually got you got the Doom trigger, right? Your Icarus got to take 3 turns, right?
It finally got the Doom trigger.
Were you able to actually get a double tap on Icarus? Did you stall out the ability usage and get someone low before you ulted, or did you ult immediately?
I ulted immediately because I was like, all right, I know they're gonna get that Hulk looks kind of tiny. So does Brawn, and Braun got like this much left. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I needed that one little sliver of health from Braun to just go away, and Hulk would have got yeeted too. I would have been fine. We would have went just all in on Red Hulk and call it a day. Nope. They said, nah, we're too tiny. We're going to mess with your score today. You're going to go ahead and double tap this. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I found the make or break for this can often be the timing of that Icarus ult. You know, sometimes you just got. I know that temptation is there to just ult off the bat. You're like, oh yeah, let's blast them. But sometimes you just got a basic. You got to get someone down with that sliver and set yourself up. I've fallen victim to that too. It's also really easy to misjudge how much health they have left, considering everybody the health pools of Gamma.
Everybody in chat was like, that is a tiny Brawn. You got a huge Icarus. You're good to go. Go ahead. And then you just boom, and he's like, this much left, and we're like, Wait, no. Oh my god. And then everything triggered off, and we're like, yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to watch it. And I'm going, should I just, you know what, let it play out? The Eternals should be able to hold off. Maybe they'll be able to do it. And then they're left alone, and Hulk ends with a sliver of health, but it didn't matter. I didn't need to use Gamma for this one, so I brought them in. I was like, I'm not taking no chances.
At least you had a full Gamma to clean up the almost dead Hulk and the Abomination.
I was expecting to use them somewhere else, but we were able to push out everywhere else, and I was like, screw it. We got them left. That's fine. Just do it. I'm not a fan of having unlimited on defense, but they're not as strong as they were last season. They're not. They really aren't. And having them on defense still trips people up. So
yep.
I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it because was it this one? No. Did they? Yes. I guess it just tripped them up for a minute. And I think it was... I have no idea what they did wrong. I actually haven't played a mirror in a long time. I usually take somebody out.
Yeah. That mirror looks awful. I've never tried it myself. I have always just assumed that your biggest enemy in the mirror match here is going to be the clock. Just like... I just feel like it's a total coin toss, man.
Yeah.
So I leave my unlimited on defense, and I count on Gamma Dorm to come into this. It just seems like an absolute nightmare for a mirror match, and I'm not there for it. And you can't bring in someone like Emma, right? The speed does nothing.
Nope.
It doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden, it's a 4v5 anyway, because you brought in like an Emma or a Cable, and then you're going to lose anyway. It just seems horrible.
I think with this Gamma now, it's more, you gotta be like stupid, not Gamma, but Unlimited, you gotta be like stupid efficient more. Instead of like the last season where you're like, I don't care if I bring in Emma, I know she's gonna die, but I'm gonna nuke everybody else really fast. It'll be quick, I don't have to worry about it. This one, I think it's because of there's no Age of X bonuses, so you're not getting all that increased damage. You're not getting all those increases, and it's like, okay, this is taking I'm gonna time out. It's just, we're going back and forth. There's no give or take here, and everybody's around the same, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah. I do like the fact that, wow, our rogues are exactly the same. Our gambits are exactly the same. Holy crap. So if those two were left, it was just like, here you go, figure out what you're going to do with life. And it obviously, it took them a while for it to finally pay off. But I'm just like, I don't want to recommend using, I wouldn't recommend a mirror with this. It's Gamma. I have done it with a full Gamma without Dorm as a punch across. As a punch up, I haven't done that big of a punch up yet. I think
it's doable. 50. I don't trust it. I put Dormammu in there. I don't play games with it. I drop a Dormammu in place of the Green Hulk, and I call it a day. And that's, I don't know that that's ever failed me. Maybe one time. I don't know, and I'm sure I misplayed that, but it's pretty solid.
It's sad when it's green. It's sad when it's Hulk that we're taking out.
Yeah.
Taking out Hulk to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he tell me to do? Okay. So this took 3 tries. And almost as similar to the first round, but this round they had Anti-Venom instead of, Gwen. And is there... I played it. I know how to play this. We got to play it till we get the counters up. We ability block Weaver, and then boom, just go full on Weaver. Get her the hell out of there. She's 7'6", so she's not ridiculously huge. And even if they were going to go past 90 or go to 91, she's still not there because it's like 255. So she's not there yet. But that ability block like disappears. The second one, and we're like, she didn't even move. Where did it go? And then Juicy is researching kits and was like, where did it go? Like, okay, let me jump into Discord and walk you through it. We're walking through it.
Hey yo, what the?
Where'd the ability block go? Like, I don't know. I'm playing it the exact way you showed me how. I watched you do it. I watched everybody else do it, and I'm like, this should be easy. I've done this before with this exact same team. Yeah. And a bit bigger of a punch up. And like, nope, it's not happening. He's like, yeah, well, you got one more shot. You can either try it again or just take out Moondragon, throw in Dorm, and hopefully you're good to go. and we were just watching the turn meter on Dorm versus Weaver, and then his just went up and got the stun, and that was it. Finally, she was done. I was like, all right, cool. She's stunned. Go all in on her. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody else is dropping off, and I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, we were all looking at it after, like, where the hell did this second ability block just disappear to?
So she does on her counter and assist, on her safety attack, and on the basic, she does clear one negative effect from herself. So I think that's what got you. I think she had the ability block, she basicked, and then she cleared the remaining ability block off of her. Is what I would imagine.
I'm thinking
so
the
that
first
gave
one,
you
yes.
Yeah.
But the second one, Juicy was like, watch. He's like, I don't know where that block went because she didn't do nothing. She was just there. Like the ability block, like, she didn't counter, she didn't basic, she didn't do nothing because I think it was either.
It just fell off of her without her taking a turn.
Fell off, and we're just like,
right, well,
where did it go?
That's not right.
Yeah,
that's
we're
not
like,
supposed
where
to
did
happen.
it go? She didn't do nothing. And everybody's like, wait, somebody flipped something. I was like, no, 2099 flips one of my effects into a negative effect. They flip me. Where is it going with her? And he's just like, you know what? You got one more try. Either we could try to science this and you might win, you might not, or take in Dorm and hopefully RNG is behind you. And I was like, oh my God, it helped. Oh,
when in doubt, Dorm it out.
Yeah, Dorm it out. It was, oh wow. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with it because we might see more of this setup, or at least somewhere where once Kang comes out, that that 4 piece is gonna be pushed with somebody, and then Tangled Web is gonna be pushed around. And the funny part is that I am seeing higher freaking Nors now, not lower. Usually they're like 44, 33 because they didn't care. They're just like, let him go in first. He'll get some he'll get the speed because he gets a whole bunch of effects really quick, or because I'm spawning in with Infinity Watch. He's gonna get a buttload of speed. He's going first.
Yeah,
but he's too tiny to do anything. It's a tickle.
No doubt. Listen, Noir. I personally don't like Noir. I don't think he's a particularly good character. That being said, if you have a giant Noir, he can do some work in this room. Like, he will do some work for sure.
He did.
Those bleeds will tear you up. I mean, he can do some work for sure. No doubt about that. Not enough for me to invest in him, but
yeah, I don't. Yeah. It's like sometimes I see it and then sometimes I don't. And I know there's somebody out there named Bilbo who is like fascinated with this. However, he has a huge Nor, and that Nor just wrecks people. Which, hey, if that's what you spent it on, go ahead. I'm not. It's not happening yet.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither.
I don't think it was this week. And this was the last one. I did this on a whim, and I don't know what. I think they played it wrong. I see where it's going, where Echo's there to help out against Infinity Watch, so it just slows them all down. But I see the fact that I'm guessing she probably started with charges again and again and again because they combat canceled, and then
that's suspect.
Like,
they either totally screwed themselves by not dropping that first attack and Weaver having charges. Maybe they didn't know it carried over. Maybe they timed it in such a way that she didn't have charges and they got really lucky. I kind of seriously doubt that. But they kind of brought in the worst possible team you could have brought into that. With that Echo there, Infinity Watch just doesn't do enough damage against something like this, especially with Echo shutting down the assists. And then you got the constant heals from Squirrel Girl and the Miss Marvel playing interception. Yeah, that's rough. So they probably left that with charges on Weaver, and then they brought in Death Seed. Who have their own set of problems. Once again, relying on assists from Dark Beast. Assists are being shut down. You've got the debuff clear from Squirrel Girl. Weaver probably has charges. This was just bad. This was all bad. All of this was bad. I can tell you for sure. This guy was just like kicking himself.
And then I think it was just, this is all I got left. I'm done. Screw it. I'm going to throw a Hail Mary, maybe. But if she's got charges, Doom ain't doing nothing. Doom's not doing anything. I think
Yeah.
I think Doom. I'm glad they didn't put unavoidable on his special. That would be crazy, because then it's definitely gonna hit, and it doesn't matter if his bots are doing anything or not. As long as they're on the field, boom, he's wrecking them, and that's it. Especially if it's a huge Doom, but he doesn't have anything like that. So this was just like, let me just use them just to do it. But once I saw this, I was like, all right, I have some wiggle room. I'm good. Let me go ahead and just play how I normally do. Granted, I had to have some assistance, however, but you should definitely play Crucible when you're not in pain at all, or when you're not drinking a bunch of tequila to get over said pain. Because this is just, I'm going, all right, I did this yesterday. I should be fine. I'm okay. It's only Phoenix. Blah. Nope, that didn't work. That did not go over at all. However, Phoenix got broken, so hey, I got 5 points. Great. All right, second turn. Let me bring in, you know what? She had one charge on her. I remember that. She had one charge on her, and I'm like, all right, I could hold off on the ult really fast. Yeah. No. They literally ability blocked Cersei. So that was done.
Yeah, they always do. They always do.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. All right, whatever. So I got enough to get Emma out, because I'm like, I'm focusing on Emma. Let me just focus. If I can get her out, then maybe they won't go. Yeah, whatever. All right, I'm just throwing in. I'm pushing auto on this. I'm already I can barely just get over this. Boom, I press it, and they were going decent. Thor's passive did do some decent damage to Weaver, but once Weaver started healing, it just said, nah, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Not gonna happen.
Nope.
A valiant effort. I appreciate you throwing Asgard in. You're like, maybe.
No, I think if they were at all around the same level as Thor, maybe could have did some more damage with it, because they were doing pretty good against Weaver. Like, they were getting her down. It was like, oh, you got 5 charges, screw you, we're still going against you. And I'm like, just keep tapping on Weaver, and they're just going, and then Weaver healed up, and that was it.
Oh yeah, done. Especially with all 3 of the Tangle Webs still up, Noir still there. You don't have a single target that you can attack without giving her speed up and ability energy.
Nope.
I imagine that went south pretty quick.
No. I was just like, it didn't matter, because all the other ones were, okay, ran right through them. Bye. This one, Rebirth, bye. I think that was the second to last. Here, I just said, yeah, I'm just going to use whatever. I'm going, yeah, this is, I think the third glass was finally hitting me. Where I was like, yeah, I should probably finish this before it hits, like, before the timer hits. Death Seed against they only had MOE was sticking around. They were just not like,
surprise, motherfucker.
Absorbing Man was just not dying for some reason. Like he was just there, and I'm going, wait, you're only 4-4. What is wrong? Like, why is Ultra not really doing much? And he's got a few bots on there, but once I finally got Nemesis to actually just do his ult, they all just gone. Everybody got healed back up a little bit. We took a few more hits, but Dark Beast was just coming in with the counters, and I was like, let me just focus in on Absorbing Man. So I am not gonna take MOE next week, and I'm not gonna even just like second guess it or nothing. I'm gonna third, fourth, fifth guess it. I'm gonna start looking at them and paying attention. As soon as this war is over, I'm jumping in and go practice with whatever I got, just to see whoever can do something, because they're not to be taken lightly. Yeah. And Kang's gonna push them way too far.
They're gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Especially when he comes, yeah. Absolutely.
And our little bonus for the day.
Ugh.
I don't know what was going down, but what was your actual, like, what was, please let me know. Why is this 5?
So, I'm sitting on a little bit of Blue ISO 4. I was thinking to myself, I need whatever edge I can get in this Darkhold matchup. I should probably go ahead and get Scarlet Witch up to Blue ISO 4. She's important in the matchup, you know. She does more than I think we gave her credit for earlier on, especially against Wakandans now, hanging around, popping that special off. It's important.
Stop the cap.
I was dying pretty quick. So I'm shooting the breeze with chat. I'm clicking away. I'm putting Blue ISO 4 on. I'm at the armor one. That's the one on the left there. I thought that I had clicked over to whatever the next one is, damage focus, whatever that is to the right there. Never clicked it. Went ahead and hit equip, and the armor one defaulted to Blue ISO 5 armor, which gives a percentage increase to Scarlet Witch's armor, which is one of her lowest stats. It's a percentage increase to like the worst stat she has.
Oh my god.
And man, feels bad. Yeah. Now, I mean, listen, at least it was on her, a horseman character, and I'm gonna need it eventually. But Blue ISO 5 is so rare that this was literally the only one that I even had the points to put on someone, enough ISOs and everything to even put on someone. And it went to Scarlet Witch's armor stat.
There have been a lot of other people with worse characters where they accidentally clicked ISO 5, but I have purposefully, if they're at 4, I keep the mouse by the character's face or by the back button. I'm like, nope. I better know exactly if I'm beefing them up to 4. And I'm like, it's only going to be horseman teams because that's all that really needs it right now, or anybody that's needed for APOC. Not even trying, because I know. And then I do have I have enough to do maybe 1. And I'm like, no, this'll destroy my soul. And I know somebody in chat is going to clip this and it'll just be done. It'll just be done. And I'm like, yeah, no. But, I mean, it could have been Quake.
Could have been Quake.
It could have been Quake. Could have been somebody totally off the map where you're going, yeah, I really needed to push her just to 3, 4. Oh.
Yeah.
Can't take that.
It could have been a non-horseman.
Yes.
At least it's a horseman.
At least eventually.
Albeit the horseman that I care the least about. I mean, so. Chat recommended I email support, but I honestly don't think they're going to do anything. They didn't even bother responding to either of the tickets I put in when their claim all mailbox bug hit me, and I wasted 33,000 raid credits before, like, the day before the event started. So they didn't even bother responding. I doubt they're not going to respond to this either. So those raid credits like pushed me up so quickly. And I was like, oh, wait, I actually saved up the season raid, the raid ones from the milestones, too. Yeah. And I was like, now I don't touch it. I literally hoard everything just so I don't make this, don't. If the claim all happens, great. Whatever. But I'm not touching anything. I'm just going to try not to touch it or go in there and look at it. Like right now, I know I got a couple in-game mails that are probably going to end in like 6 hours. But I'm like,
I'll set a timer.
Yeah,
we'll set a timer.
Yeah,
hoard everything, collect nothing.
Yeah, I'm not. It's gonna stay in there, and if I got 25 in-game mails, big deal. I like red dots now. I've learned to love red dots. I've learned to love that notification thing. I hated it before, but now I'm like, that's actually gonna benefit me in a like.
This is just future milestone progress.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But, dude, this has been interesting. We had a few mess ups, had a few missteps. Learning moments. My big one is, hey, I am not gonna doubt MOE when they finally come out as a 5-piece. I think it's gonna, like, Unlimited was pretty good. Tangled Web is like, wow. And I think MOE is just gonna be like, yeah, there's gonna be some nerds, man.
Yeah, MOE is gonna shake it up, man. No doubt about it. I mean, they're gonna be amazing, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that period of time that always happens when these new meta teams come out where I don't have any of the characters and I'm just facing the guys with maxed out teams. I think that's really gonna, in the short term, really swing these Cosmic Crucibles. So
I'm sure we're gonna have even more fail videos to come. So,
well, we're gonna try to do this as maybe twice a month. We got Crucible every week. There's a lot of matches that we are gonna mess up on. So, anybody want to send us over some funny mess ups and then we can bring somebody else on? No problem. We can make this. We can make this a 3-way. Yeah, we can make it a 3-way.
Yeah, that works. We're more than happy to laugh at you.
Yeah.
So if you got if you really drop the ball on something, send it our way, and we promise that we'll scold you accordingly.
Yep. But hey, if you like the video, just go ahead, give us some comments, whatever, down below. Let us know how Sticky and us are doing. If you want to make fun of us and whatever crap we end up doing, because chat normally does, go ahead and give us a like. Yeah, and if you dislike this video, double up on the fact that you were going to hit like and hit the dislike button twice. It helps out a lot. So, but until the next video, doses.